So, hello and welcome to another episode of Old Bloke Gaming. Today, I am here on Cyrene. I'm farming Panaleans, but much more important than that is I have a guest on. I have Bix from over in the UK, who is the author of the website Project Delta, or the Delta Project, which we'll talk about in a little while. But Bix, hello, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. It's middle of the afternoon for you, or early afternoon for you, and later on in the evening for me, but time zones don't matter on the internet.
They certainly don't.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Whereabouts are you, and how long you've been playing? You're free to play. Yeah, tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm from Liverpool in England in the UK. I've been like my experience with Entropia goes back to Project Entropia. I ended up quitting the game for about a decade and coming back a couple of months ago.
Okay,
Um,
so that means you were playing for a while and then quit. So, I mean, did you have a developed character, or is the is this an
at the time, I thought he was a developed character, but since I've made my new account, I realised I was playing all wrong, and I've quickly exceeded my old character.
okay? Is that because the game has so significantly changed? I mean, I touched it a billion years ago, but then I didn't really play it much. I've only really been playing the last 2.5 years, and I've seen some changes, but I think it was already Loot 2.0 at that point. So I mean, what have you seen as the main changes that since you were playing it last time?
Yeah, so when I was playing it last time, like cars had just been introduced and space had just been introduced pretty much. But the biggest change I saw when I came back was the loot and the UI. Um, because it used to look so much different. And one of the reasons I quit last time was because I went like 4 hours with creatures not looting, so that just that
Ugh.
whizzed me off.
Oh wow. How did that work then? Was it like just random loot, or I mean I just don't
I'm
know.
not too sure because,
Okay.
like as I said, I was playing the game completely wrong back then. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I never paid attention to skills or efficiency or economy or nothing
Ah,
like that. I was just shooting to global, pretty
okay.
much.
All right. Are you free to play, or are you depositing, or
I've deposited a little bit.
okay.
Generally, my luck is terrible,
Okay.
so I don't, I don't rely on half or globals anymore. So I like to trade a bit, and I like to try and have a bit more security in my profits, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the things that I always say to players. I mean, whilst you're in the like early to, I would say even later mid game. I mean, I don't really know it. I mean, obviously, I've watched a few videos where people make money in the real end game by, getting the very, super super cool loots. But one of the best ways to guarantee money in the early days is to trade, right? It's just buy things that you
Hmm.
see are in demand and sell them at a bit of a markup, and then use that markup to have some fun, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, I think the biggest thing is patience.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
like if you can't expect to just buy it and sell it straight away and flip it. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it. So the edge that you've got to have is you've got to have a bit of patience.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that I think scares a lot of players away from the game is, it's an incredibly grindy game that requires an insane amount of patience. I
Hmm.
mean, I was just doing a video earlier, and talking about the my three goals for the year, and one is to get like like the tier 3 Imperium armor on Cyrene, and it's like, but to do that, I've kind of already made the decision that I'm probably going to spend the best part of the next 6 months on Cyrene, and it's like when you think that way, it really is delayed
Yeah,
gratification right there. Um, but
yeah.
that's just the way
Like
it's
I
going to
was
be.
planning on. Yeah, no, it definitely has. There definitely is. It's not like I'd imagine there's a lot of people who come onto this game thinking they're going to get rich quick,
Yeah.
which is just not the mindset that you can have. Like I want to get the vampire, that pet, but I've resigned myself to knowing that I'm probably not going to have that for at least 2 years.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. So is that the Rocktropia thing? Is that a Rocktropia thing?
Yeah, it's the little grey or blue vampire that follows you around.
Oh,
It's got
okay.
some buffs. I'm not too sure what they are anymore.
Okay.
I just think it looks cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's always the two aspects to the game, right? There's the practical side, and then there's the cosmetic side. I mean, I bought
Hmm.
the wings that everybody knows me for. I bought them like I want to say a week into the game. I saw somebody wearing them, and I just thought that looks so cool. And then coupled with the Next Island disciple armor, it's just an awesome looking set. And yeah, I used to wear it all the time when I first started, and yeah. So I got the bunny now. My bunny gives me a 10% crit damage buff, so I pull him out whenever I'm fighting these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing about the game is like there's so many little perks and buffs that you can get.
Yep.
It's just hard to access the information really to get to like really know what you need to get.
Yeah, it is, and that then is a nice segue to your site. So, why don't you tell us? I'm just going to pull it over onto my screen now in my wonderfully controlled, edited way that I do. So, you created Project Delta,
Yeah.
and what inspired you to? By the way, I will be leaving a link for this site down in the comments below. But what inspired you to create the site, and what are you most proud of right now within the site?
Well, as I said, I quit the game and came back, and everything had
Mm.
changed. Like the wiki takes about 20 seconds, 2 minutes to load, and the
It's
data just feels scattered.
insane. Yeah, yeah,
Like you need to know where to look, and
yeah,
you can't find out where to look if you don't know. It's like a vicious cycle of obscurity.
yeah.
So I thought, you know what, I can do something about this now. Like I learned to code about 10 years ago, and I've been doing web development since.
Okay.
And I thought, you know what, I can do something about it. So I set out on a mission to bring it all together in one place as best as I can. Make it nice and fast for everyone and free, and yeah, it turned into a labour of love, and I haven't stopped for the past 4 months.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah. So let me just pull it over again. So in here. I see you've got a tab at the top for Merry Mayhem, and then you got resources. At the moment,
Mhm.
it's mainly just Calypso. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, like mobs, weapons, and armors and all stuff is from everywhere. Like
Okay.
we've got data from every planet. It's mainly the planet map. We've only got Calypso because they've just been a little bit tricky to get all the waypoints lined up properly. So I've just put that on
Ah,
the back burner and focused on some other things for the time being.
okay. All right. And you got things like crafting and blueprints in there.
Hmm. So everything should technically link up. There are some bugs in there, but you could click on a mob, you could go and find a mob,
Yeah.
look at its loot table, see what it drops, see what that item's used in, go to that blueprint, find out what you can make I'm trying to get it to all link
Right,
together
right.
in like a nice, so there's no dead ends. You can just keep flowing.
Okay, yeah. So the thing that I've used the most is when you take the planet map view, which I've just called up here, and then what you can do is you can click on a monster that you want to see, and it shows the areas on the map where that monster spawns, and that has been absolutely freaking amazing. So I've been using
Oh, I'm
that
glad you
to
like it.
yeah, no, that's been absolutely amazing to just for me to track down because I wanted to try killing some ambies and sorry, ambulimaxes, and so I clicked on here and I went exploring and actually that's when I found in the middle of nowhere there was like an excavation robots, and I took that on, and that was something that I just tripped over because I was out searching for ambulaxes. Ambulimaxes. Yeah, but yeah, if you can click on here, and if you want, you can click on like attracts, and it shows you all the areas for the attracts. And then if you click on the actual zone there, it tells you what types you can find. And then if you click on the monster itself, it sends you to the monster. And as you say, you got maturities, you got the loot table. I mean, it's a really great interactive way to at least that part I find incredibly useful. So, I mean, what other things are you working on? What's going to be the I guess you got a few coming soon on like the hunting guide and the AI. What's next on the agenda for you?
So next on the agenda is Artemis. It's the tracking app that I'm building.
Okay,
Um, you can find that in resources and coming soon, Artemis. Um, it was meant to be released on the first of the month, but I was sick over Christmas, so I've had to push it back a little bit.
okay,
But I'm hoping that it'll just make everything a lot more clearer. For like if newbies use it, it's going to eventually be able to give you guidance as you're. If you've got it running, it's going to provide real time guidance. So if it can check, if it can compare loot waves like to historical data, it can do some smart stuff. And I
okay.
just hope it works the way I meant to.
Is it going to be like
But
loot?
that's next on the list.
Is it going to be like Loot Nanny where it's reading your chat log, or is it going to be something similar to that, or
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's all it does. Once you install it, you just set your path to your chat log. It'll read your entire history, your chat log, and well, not your entire history. It'll
yeah?
read historical data, and as it updates, it'll come through live, and we do a bunch of uh, mathematical magic and just show you some good stuff, some useful stuff.
Okay, yeah, yeah. One of the things that I was actually thinking about whether or not would be doable was tracking real estate prices. So looking at what is in the auction, what people are putting up as like bid and buy out, and maybe downloading it every so often so we can see what whether things are being bid on or not, just to give an idea of real estate pricing, because that's something that's still a little bit black box because everything's classed as an estate deed.
Yeah. Well, it's not open to the public or anything. It's just a little experiment I've been running in the past 4 months. I
Hmm.
just download that expiring auction data
Yeah.
every hour, and it's just downloading that onto my server, and I'm just collecting data from the expired auctions. I haven't done
Okay.
anything with it yet, but that's one thing that I'm doing, and also the trade chat. Because you can when you
Yeah.
observe the chat log, you see everything. Not
Yeah.
not private stuff. That's in a completely separate chat log.
Right.
Um, but you can harvest the data that way. And I'm just building a database of data, which I don't know what to do yet.
That's the problem with data, right? You get so much of it, you never really know how to sort it all out. It's one of the things that I do in real life as well. My background is in finance and data analytics, and it's all these data sources, and it's pulling all that data and making it figure out how to use it in a way that makes sense to users, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's you can have the meaning of life in your data, and you'll never know about it unless you know how to look for it, and that's the issue, is knowing what to look for.
Well, it's 42, isn't it?
Oh well, yeah. Depends on who you ask.
Sorry, my Douglas Adams reference there for those who are old enough or English enough, or I suppose it's maybe a little bit more widely known now because they did the US they did the film, I guess. But I'm still not sure anybody
Yeah.
watched that either, but okay. So, but so yeah, I mean, thanks. I mean, thanks in terms of myself personally. I use your site all the time, so I appreciate all the effort that you're putting into it. And you have a Discord as well. So if you join the Discord, um, then Bix is quite often answering everybody's comments in there, talking about if you've got questions or fixes or things that you'd like to see. I asked you for something the other day, and I can't remember what it was now, but you added it, and it was just I think it's a great interactive experience, and it's great that somebody in the community is doing something like this that is available and listening and able to do things pretty real time. Um, so yeah, thank you for all your hard work and effort on that.
Not a problem. Thank you for visiting.
Cool. So coming back to you and your character, I mean, I want to I'm trying to talk to a few people in the first couple of months of the year and get some thoughts and some ideas. But what are the three things that you enjoy doing the most in the game? What are the things when you're logging in on a daily basis or a weekly basis that you kind of like really look forward to doing? And what are your kind of like main three goals for 2026? And they can be character related or they can be, your website related.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, I'm generally around Harlem Mine. Like since I discovered that space isn't as scary as it used to be, I'm out there a lot more. Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm space mining a lot. I want to
Really?
get
Okay.
I've yeah, I'm not good at it yet. I'm getting my levels up, but I've got a plan which I'll get to when I get to that bit. But I'm space mining and I'm selling stuff. I'm doing a
Okay.
bit of trading and space mining. Yeah,
That's cool. That's something that
they
I
might.
genuinely have done none of. I I
It's
I logged I think I did it for like a couple of hours and was like, yeah, this is not for me. So yeah,
Yeah.
what do you what's the attraction? Because I know a lot of people mine in general, and it's not for me. But what's the attraction?
The attraction is that you can't actually get a nice big huff from it. Because usually I used to hunt Proteron
Yeah,
because I didn't have to wear armor for it. I could just kite them backwards and then that was that.
yeah,
But while I've been building the website, it's been great to have a little AFK farm that I could just put up on the
right,
screen,
yeah,
press shoot. But I love it now. Like I've fell in love with space. I'm not tied to any planet no more. But yeah, I think good big things are coming to space, so I want to establish myself there and get a good head start.
okay. Do you have any run-ins with Boxer?
Yeah, one, and I was really excited to be honest with you, like because I've heard all these people saying, "Oh, boxer, boxer," but I mean, I don't mind the guy to be honest with
No,
you.
me neither.
I think pirating is just it's an unofficial profession,
Yeah, yeah,
and if if you get killed by boxing in the lucha stuff, it's your own fault.
yeah.
Like if he was an NPC, you wouldn't be complaining.
No, exactly. And I no, I mean, I'm not really. I just was interested. I don't begrudge him either. It's like I'll often have a chat with him if I bump into him. I think I bumped into him like three times now, and one time he
Yeah,
was nice enough not to blow me up.
uh,
He just checked my cargo because you can do that now as a pirate. You can just check the cargo hold. You don't need to blow people up.
what? Serious?
Yeah, yeah. You
How can
they
you do that?
well they say basically they open a trade with you and then that allows them to see what's lootable. I think that's how it works. Um,
Oh, so they have to ask your permission to do it.
yes, 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 and then if you say
Oh, I
no,
thought you just meant scan from afar.
no, yeah, I mean they have to ask your permission, and but if you obviously you don't give it, it'll shoot you and blow you up anyway. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
fair
like
enough.
the polite pirate anyway. Okay,
Yeah, but
sorry.
can't complain with that.
No. All right, so yeah, So you enjoy your space mining because you can do that also semi AFK and do the yeah. I mean, a lot of people. Do you find that the space mining is like the same, 90 to 95%, or do you find there's better markup in it, or
If you go for the M-type asteroids, which have got the Scotium in, that's
mm-hmm.
like 250% markup, but they're like really, really difficult and they're in PvP. So it's
Ah,
you need to be high level to get that stuff, I think, like to do it properly. So I just stick to the C-type asteroids.
yeah,
Um, it's not too bad. Like I've been skilling up, so I've been using like inefficient weapons because I'm getting skills back on the skill increase.
okay,
But generally, it's not too bad. It's about the same as everything else.
yeah, okay, okay. All right. And then what else do you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy doing stuff planet side? Do you have a favorite place or?
Yeah, it's the Protons. I've just always had it ever since I started back in the day. Me and my cousin used to just wrangle loads of people with Solomate Apollos and go for Protons. So it's just kind of got a little what's it called? A little warm place
Place
in
in
my
your
heart.
heart, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. I don't- where are those ones? Protons.
They're down by Fort Fury.
Okay.
Is it Fort Fury? No, sorry, Fort Troy.
Fort Troy.
Down at the bottom, the little no vehicle zone, the little circular bit,
Okay. Do they
the
drop
little blue
anything
circle.
interesting or?
Um, I haven't really had any big offs off them, so
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm going after them all the time. But they can blow up big. Like you used to see them popping off all the time, setting all time high records, and I think I like yeah, I think some of the biggest all time highs were off Proton when I last well back when I used to play a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at there was the ones that dropped the mushrooms. I was thinking about taking a look at, but I think they're just a little bit too hard for me still. So I still
Mm,
gotta work on that. I say my focus this year is going to be the armor, and so I'm going to spend a chunk of my time on Cyrene for
yeah,
sure. I gotta do these. I gotta do these ranges a whole ton of times this year. It's going to be a big focus is trying not to miss them, which I always do because I always
yeah.
tab
I
out
haven't
and
been
don't
to
pay
Saudi
attention.
much.
You haven't? Okay.
No, like I was Calypso all day, and then I discovered space.
Okay.
I was just having I just haven't explored enough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I spent a chunk of time on Cyrene when I first started, but I didn't understand how the ranges worked, so I didn't advance my arc tokens as much as I should have done. Then, so that was when I first started. Then I spent a whole chunk of time on Next Island, making the incision plates. So I got a set of incision plates, and then I went to Toulon and spent a chunk of time on Toulon, leveling up crafting, um, and other skills and bits and pieces. I love the skill rewards on Toulon, and the way you can stack quests and hourly quests as well, which if you're playing a lot is really cool. Yeah, but I've been all over.
Yeah,
I haven't explored Arcadia or Rocktropia much yet, but
yeah. I've just been hanging around Harlem, man. Popped over to Rocktropia, popped over to Tulan,
mm,
and discovered them dailies there recently.
yeah,
But that's about it.
yeah, I really enjoy Toulon. I have an apartment on Toulon. I have an apartment on Cali, with shopkeepers in them, just to try and keep some contact with the local communities. But I'll probably go back to Toulon after I get my armor here. I love the Sunjocks and the Malud graduates that they drop. It's addictive trying to get those and sell them because they sell for like 200%. They're only 7 ped each, but they're like 80% efficiency, 11.7 DPS weapons or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's nice. A little bit of markup's not bad. Not bad.
It is not. That is true. Although the economy on some of these smaller planets is abysmal. It's not that great on Calypso, quite honestly. But yeah, I got you. Got to hope that hopefully we get a bit more interest at some point. Steam bought a bit, but not that many that stuck, unfortunately. Um, okay, so how about your goals for the year? What are you planning?
So I'm obviously space mining, so I want
Mm-hmm.
to be getting up as high as I can in my laser for that because um I want to get high up enough level that I can take out some of the big M-type asteroids to form some scotium. Um, which is I'm very hopeful at the moment. Like there's people who've been playing this a long time that are a bit frustrated with the game, but I'm loving it since I've been back. So with all the talk of the Genesis probe um and Unreal 5 and with Steam coming in, like I just really think space is going to be a big thing in the future. Like I
Okay.
think it's going to blow up. Um so I'm kind of positioning myself to try and have a good solid foundation in space. Um, so that's the ultimate goal is to have like shops in Harlem Mine, shops on Rockers. I want shops everywhere, and
I want shops
I want
everywhere.
empires. You know what? Like you've got to think big, haven't you? You know, like I want shops everywhere. I want my own planet. I want my own moon. I want everything.
I want it
So
all,
I'm
and
just
I want it
that,
now.
that that's it. That's it. Veruca Salt. Just call me Vic Salt. But yeah, my biggest plan is to just I just want to be able to help people. I want to be able to help all the noobs
Yeah,
because I've felt how hard it is to get started twice now. Once with knowledge of the game.
yeah.
Um, I just want more players in because this game's got so much potential. It really, really has, and I'd hate to see it just not live up to it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I was chatting about that with a new player who's just started his own channel as well. I got a video coming out I think tomorrow or later this week, and we were talking about they've done a lot for that like brand new player experience, but then you know they bring you back to Calypso and they're like, and it's like, yeah, it looks prettier now and it looks like there's a robot war going on, but there's still nothing to do. It's like what does
Yeah,
the new player do? We got to find some kind of bridge to getting the new, not the brand new player, but that 48 hours in. It's like let's get some daily quests in those early sectors that allow you to build towards a noob a noob gun or
yeah,
or a noob arbor set or setter plates or something that doesn't break the game but gives new players that experience of you know building towards something and make them sellable in the bloody TT eventually so that once you have done it
hmm
you can get rid of them you know I don't know. I don't know
yeah,
what it is, but I think they've really got to work on that next stage and get some more of those, AI quests in there that give a little bit more than just, a burning pet experience, which is effectively all I see right now once you've done Setesh and you've moved to Calypso. Did you do Setesh this time around or?
no, I
Oh,
just
you
skipped. No,
didn't?
well, I got no, I got to camp. Well, I got like a good couple of quests in, um, and it was
Okay.
at that point that I got distracted and started building the Delta project.
Okay.
So I ended up just leaving, going down to Calypso, and then I wanted to go and explore some places. So I've been researching more than playing recently. So
Right.
that's kind of it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's quite sometimes hard to find the balance right between. I've been getting a couple of drops today of like Art Guardian stuff, which is cool. But my
Nice.
returns today, I just show my loot nanny on the screen. I'm at like 78%. That's brutal. but I've had a really lucky few days, so I ain't gonna knock it. uh, but yeah, yeah. See, it's very easy to get distracted. I mean, I remember I first started this. I was like, I'm okay. I'm gonna start working on the Imperium stuff, and then I went. Halloween came, and I did a tour of the different planets to find out what was going on for Halloween, and then I ended up being on Calypso for a while, and it was a month later, and I was still on Calypso. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm focusing here. I should be focusing. It's like, get back to Cyrene, get focused again. Quit messing around.
It's like casinos, the way they don't have clocks or windows. You just get lost in your own little world and just forget about reality, forget about your plans.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, goal is to really focus on getting your presence in space up, and maybe having a few outlets for selling on your ill-gotten gains, your mining gains. What else? What else? I mean, what's the big plans for the website?
Big plans. So, um, if let me just pull it up on my screen so I can see. I
Yeah.
know you can't see mine, but if you take a look at the community, not the community, sorry. Oh, sorry, I haven't got it up at the moment. It's on my local server,
Ah, okay.
but essentially, it's I'm going to be paying the community to upload data. So like the way Wiki works, but you'll get site credits for it.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to be able to provide noobs with a way that they can go and explore the world. They can find missing bits of
Ah.
data on my site. They can upload the data. If it's good data, if it's been verified,
Yeah.
like I'll have verifications and stuff, you can earn credits, which you can then pull out for pet, or you can spend it on like raffles or competition. I'm just trying to create a way to give people another option, and they
Okay.
can still explore the game. Which it won't be much ped, but it'll be some ped. It'll rival daily quests on planets.
Yeah.
Um, and hopefully, like we can get some donations in or whatever. I'm not asking for anyone to
Yeah.
donate,
Yeah.
by the way. Um, I have got surveys up on the site. It's only one company, so any
Okay.
profits that we make will just go into a pot to pay
Yeah.
people. So hopefully it's self-sustaining and I can help people out that way, just get a little bit more of a head start.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, one of my biggest goals is to get all the data nice and fresh. Um, I've been going through the auctions myself and uploading markup data. So there is a bit of markup data on the site when you click on loot. Not many of it at all. I haven't got around to doing that, but I'll be able to provide credits to players for uploading markups on a daily
Okay.
basis. So I want all data fresh, and I want to give people an
Right.
incentive to do it.
Yeah. And that'll be, is that gonna, so I noticed you've got events in there as well. Is that pulling from,
No.
it's
So the
just,
community
okay.
event shops and estates are free pages for as long as you're logged in with Discord, you can go onto an event. If you're
Uh-huh.
hosting an event, you can put all your details in. Same with shops and same with estates. Like all your viewers can go to the site and create their own shop for free,
Okay.
and you'll get a link that you can share to people. It's definitely worth like going through the process and finding out how it works because I built it for me, so
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it to work the way I wanted it.
Yeah.
Which is a bit selfish, but I wanted to build my own resources, and I'll let anybody else use it as well.
Yeah. No, that looks cool. Yeah. I just sorry, I just clicked back on games. So I couldn't remember if I'd looted my guy. But I think I'll try and get my. So if you have an apartment with a shopkeeper in, would that be classed as an estate or a shop?
Yes, that's a shop. Like you
Okay.
don't even need an apartment. You don't need a shop. Like if you're just a guy running around with a couple of animal oils in your pocket, you can make a
Okay.
shop front and just
Oh,
allow
I see.
people
So
to.
you,
It just allows.
ah, okay. Yeah. So you can put
At
your,
the,
got it.
yeah, like I don't have a shop. I've got an apartment, but it's got no shopkeeper in. And
Okay.
this is just the stuff I've got in my storage. And if anybody wants to buy it, they can see me in
Yeah.
game name, and they can reach out to me in game. That's that's just it, really.
Okay. No, that's good.
'Cause,
I'll click on that then and have a quick check because yeah, I'm sure there's probably some bits and pieces in there.
like, you could take a look at if you click on estate, you'll see an apartment that I'm selling,
Yeah.
and I've just tried to make it look like a real estate website.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got a little gallery and stuff. So if people want to use it, they can.
Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah, I literally just bought I just bought an apartment on Calypso because it was a really good price and it gives me a foothold on Calypso. But it's in Omegatron West and it's right next to the TP, but most people have never been there, so they don't have the TP. And it's a trek to get there
Yeah.
once, but once you've been there once, there's a TP there. So it's absolutely no problem to go back and forth whenever you feel
Hmm.
like it. So
Well, that's one thing I thought is there's so many apartments with shops in that
yeah.
people are unaware of.
Yeah, yeah,
Like there's in a Megaton B on the second floor or the fifth floor, it's
yeah.
entirely one dude's armor shop, and it is incredible,
Oh,
and
really?
nobody knows about it. It's incredible. He's got everything. There's like 15 shopkeepers in every apartment, and there's 8 apartments, all selling armor.
Oh, wow. I need to go take a look at that. Where did you say it was?
A
Omega?
Megaton B, a
Yeah,
Megaton. Yeah, so if you go to the Megaton, let me just look on my map.
Omega B.
Oh no, it's not. It's Genesis Amateur
Ah,
headquarters. Sorry.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
I haven't been there in a couple of months, but I will definitely find it and get you a waypoint sent over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I'm always looking for places like that to explore and just to get. I mean, it's always good to know where these places are, right? Um,
Yeah.
I do the normal shots and I try and advertise my own place, but again, I don't really. I have one shopkeeper, so I have like 20 spots, so there's very little I can actually sell, and it's mainly
Yeah.
dedicated to pills and Malud graduates at the minute, with the occasional item in there. I found out all my
Well,
pills
you need to
were
get it.
yeah.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I just found out all my pills were pretty cheap because I think the market's slowly going up for them. So it's like if you want some cheap pills, go to my apartment. But yeah,
Definitely will do. But yeah, that I was just hoping like you can stick your shop on.
yeah,
The guy with the armor shop, he can list it, and it's searchable, by the way. So you can search in the main shop page. You can search for the item, and it'll show you all the shops that stock that item.
okay. So that's in the if I go to shops and I search, say smuggler, because I saw you have smuggler armor in there. Okay, yeah, one shop with smuggler in stock. Okay,
It's not perfect. You can't see the exact item on
yeah.
the list, but it will get there eventually. Um,
Oh mate,
yeah,
there's
it's
so
one
many.
step at a time.
I was just there's so many things you can actually do because this game is so complex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um. So that was, I think that was most of the things covered that I wanted to cover. Anything else you wanted to just put out there? Any self promotions? Any
Um,
or just get
I've
everybody to join your Discord and visit your site, bookmark your site, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got coming out is Artemis. I don't think we talked about that, did we?
You mentioned
It's
it, but yeah, I mean, Artemis is AI. Oh no,
uh yeah,
that's the tracking tool. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Inside it is an AI, but it's a very poorly. It's a free one that
yeah.
I've been
Okay,
training. So it's slowly getting better, but I need to remove that AI from it because it's a bit misleading.
right.
It was just a feature that I wanted to implement. Uh, but yeah, it's a tracking tool.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I think there's quite a few tracking tools out there currently.
Yeah.
But I've taken some feedback from a lot of people on what they thought it was missing. and I'm slowly building it up to be like an all-in-one um, app that I hope everybody just starts up when they start Entropia. It gives you real detailed info about your hunt or
Okay.
your mining or whatever you're doing. If anything that you're doing pops up in the system, it will track it. Um, and there's also a couple of smart features in there like mob detection. So it takes your location, it takes the amount of damage you've done before you got the kill, and it tries to work out what mobs you're actually hunting so you can kind of categorize your hunts in a better way. And I'm just playing with a lot of experimental features,
Yeah.
and hopefully they turn out to be nice and polished. But that's coming out on Friday.
Oh wow.
Um,
So coming out this week.
yeah, this week. Yeah, it was meant to be the first, but I was sick over Christmas, so I've had to push it back a little bit.
Okay.
Um, but there's so many cool features coming to Artemis. As I said, there's an AI, so it's going to be able to analyze your stuff and be able to correlate with other users' data and be able to tell you whether there's a loot wave happening, whether to go and hunt A tracks at the moment because the loot's up, or there's going to be loads of features. And through this, you're also going to be able to take that loot and just list it on your shop on the Delta Project website.
Cool. Okay. That's pretty. Yeah. One of the things that I mean, just live as we're chatting here. So one of the things that I find most frustrating about Loot Nanny um, is the fact that it cannot differentiate between hunting gains and crafting gains and like recycling gains. So what I'll so often do is forget to stop the tracking and then go convert a bunch of my stuff into nanocubes, and then all of a sudden it says you've got like 150% loot return. I'm like, oh bloody hell! I forgot to turn off the freaking loot tracker again, and then you're back to square one. So
Yeah.
that's a real frustration for me. So I don't know whether there's anything that you do to take that into consideration.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
I've already solved that. The
Okay.
same way, like when you convert your shrapnel to universal ammo. I don't know
Yeah.
whether Loot Nanny tracks that.
It doesn't.
Um,
Thankfully, it doesn't. But yeah.
yeah, but yeah, we've got some. We're still working on it. Well, I say we, it's me. Um, but it's not going to be perfect when it's released.
Yeah.
But not on ever is. I just hope that it's useful.
Yeah. Well, maybe what we can do is once it's been out, I'll obviously be trialing it myself, and maybe we can get together again to talk about it in a few weeks and just see how things are progressing and whether you're seeing much traction with it, and maybe we can address some of the concerns that people have with it and things like that. So.
Yeah, well, it's going to be in beta, and it's going to be open beta.
Hmm.
I'm releasing it, but it's not a finished product. It's not stable.
Yeah.
There is issues, but I can't sit on it for too long, trying to polish it up perfectly before everybody gets it. Otherwise, nobody will ever get to use it.
Well, that's what they say in I mean these days, even in AAA game development for crying out loud,
Yeah,
most of it's freaking open beta, isn't it?
yeah,
And
that's it.
then you get games like I mean I don't know whether you don't know what games you play, but I love Valheim, and that game's been in beta forever, and it's so fucking good. I mean, it's so good.
I haven't played Valheim.
You haven't?
Isn't
Oh,
isn't Daisy isn't Daisy still in open beta from 20 years ago?
probably. Probably, but yeah, I mean, it's such a good game, and it's for the price, it's like that's a full game to me. I mean, I've
Yeah.
bought AAA games that, three times the price that aren't even close, aren't even close.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's I'm just going back to the free to play depositing thing. Like it's the cost of entertainment in it, really.
Yeah,
Like I paid 90 quid for Battlefield 6 Phantom Edition,
right.
and it was broken on day one, so I've never played it, and
Ugh,
it was too late for the refund.
ugh.
But with that, like that same £90 could go into Entropia, and you'd have a whale of a time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's like I was always used to playing, World of Warcraft, and I was sinking what $15 a month into World of Warcraft, plus each expansion that you had to pay for, plus you'd get the odd mount here and there or whatever it was. It soon added up, It soon
Yeah,
added up, and
yeah,
yeah, I mean, if I'd put it into here, I could probably have taken a bunch of it back out again, and moved it to this game. But
yeah.
yeah, it's all interesting and it's all relative, right? And
That's it.
if you get an enjoyment out of it, then you're not you're spending money. You're certainly not wasting it. And I mean
Yeah,
that's why one of the things that I say when I'm talking, people are saying, "Oh, is it worth me, getting the Frontier kit, or is it?" It's like, do you enjoy the game? If you enjoy
yeah,
the grindy, constant grind nature of the game, and you want something that's going to challenge you over the period of 2, 3, 4, 5 years, not be something you cast away in 3 months, then hell yeah, go get yourself a Frontier pack. But if you're
yeah,
going to get bored of the grind inside of a couple of months, then probably not worth it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's it's not a game; it's a lifestyle.
That's a good way of looking at it. It's definitely a lifestyle. It is definitely a lifestyle, yeah. All right. Well, thanks very much for your time. I'll as I said, I'll put the link to the Delta project in the description down below. I hope it gets you. I hope it gets you some eyeballs. Um, if anybody has any questions on about the project or about the website and you want to post them in the comments below, feel free. But also feel free just to hop across to Bix's Discord and ask him there because he's available. He's on quite a lot, and he will be able to answer all of your questions. And yeah, get signed up for Artemis, and let's give that a good run, and let's hope it takes over from some of these other tools that have been incredibly useful. Don't get me wrong, but maybe could do with a bit of updating. And yeah, I think there's definitely things that could be improved and worked on that allow you to just leave it running and not have to constantly. I mean, even switching guns, although I guess that will be harder to track for you because
So
it
I've
doesn't
got a
really
I
say it doesn't really say which gun you're using, right?
yeah. So it's got loadouts, so you can select
Yeah.
your loadout, and that's all fine and dandy. But what I'm going to do is I have got a way to track loadout switching. I just
Okay.
haven't spent enough time on it yet,
Okay.
but I think I have solved it.
Okay. I mean, that would be amazing because that's one of the things, right? Because you'll be switching guns or, whilst we've been chatting here, obviously I'm killing Panaleans and I had my amp run out halfway through, so I've switched amps. So I had to, log into Nanny, switch my load out, and then get back to
Yeah,
it. And
it breaks the immersion. It like having to do that just breaks the feel of it.
yeah, yeah,
Like my
totally.
ultimate goal is to just have it start it up when you start the game and leave it.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, if we can do that, that would be that's the that's the dream. That is the dream.
It certainly is.
All right. Well, thanks very much for joining me. Thank you
Thanks
also
for having me.
thanks everybody for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, as I said, please go bookmark the site and like and subscribe. And yeah, hopefully there'll be more videos to come on Artemis and on the website as we see more and more improvements. And it's always good speaking to a fellow Brit, even one with the Liverpool accent. It's always very musical to me. I like that. Um, but the question I think is Liverpool or Everton?
Liverpool.
Ah, okay.
Red till dead.
Red till dead. All right. Well, thanks very much for your time, and yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon.